Hey everyone, welcome back to Under One Roof with me, Denise. Our channel is all about homemaking, home organization, tips, and recipes on baking. If this interests you, do consider subscribing and hit that bell icon for future updates from us. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Most of us in India do not have one particular room or cupboard to store our spices, groceries, pulses, flour, etc. But we use the existing cabinets in our kitchen. So, today I'm going to show you how I have organized my pantry cabinets. Let's get started. So, these are the cabinets and a drawer that I use to store all my pantry items. So before showing you what's in my cabinets, first let me show you how I started organizing my pantry. So the first thing I did, which is the first step of organizing any space, is decluttering. I emptied all my cabinets and put everything on my table. Thereafter, I sorted and grouped all the items like breakfast items in one spot, baking, miscellaneous, spices, pulses, flours, and snacks. I also went through all the ingredients and anything that passed its expiration date, I got rid of it. I then made a list of all the pantry items that I have and that I need. Based on this list, I then chose my organizers. I then chose different kinds of baskets and clear containers, some glass and some plastic. Still in the process of shifting from plastic to glass. Guess it's a long journey there. I then got down to labeling all my organizers using these blackboard stickers. For few containers, I used some washi tape as labels. Finally, I placed all the items in their respective organizers. And now let me show you how I've arranged them in the cabinets. So these cabinets have two shelves. On the top shelf, I have stored few things using these baskets. I have stored soya nuggets in a box, some miscellaneous and breakfast items, pulses and flour in all these little baskets. In the second shelf, I've stored all my spices in these glass jars and plastic jars on this stair organizer. I've labeled them with chalkboard stickers. I've labeled the jars at the back on the lids so that it's easily visible. In the center, I have placed hing, table salt and a pepper grinder. Here I have stored whole spices in these square containers. They are plastic but they are quite good. In the corner, I have also stored some chalkboard markers and the manual for my bread maker. Using command hooks, I have hung a few of my measuring cups and spoons on the door of this cabinet. The second cabinet has the same layout. On the first shelf of the cabinet, I have used these baskets with a handle, and I have stored pasta sauces in one, and I have stored ready to eat snacks like Maggie and pastas and soups. And since I had some space, I stored my cooker. In the second cabinet, I've used these same kind of baskets with handles to store my snacks, and I have a separate basket labeled open snacks to store snacks that have been opened. I store them using these clips. The cabinets below again have two shelves. On the shelf on top, I have this white basket where I have stored just random things like sauce bottles and this empty Nutella jar. It's a glass jar, so I'm storing it for something. And I have a few extra baking items that I've stored here. Apart from that, I have my rice container. It's a 10 kg rice container. I have to still refill it, and I also have stored the foil. Below, I have stored my oil containers and some extra oil packets in a basket, and I have stored this oil on the old table mat that I had so that the surface doesn't get greased up and my cabinet surfaces remain clean. And I also have the 10 kg atta box over here. The next cabinet is my baking cabinet. I'll do a detailed video on what's in my baking cabinet soon. So this is just an overview of what's in the cabinet. Try and use the door space as much as possible. There is one drawer which is below my stove top, is where I store all small items like refills, masala refill packs, or small things like pickle jars and extra baking powder, amul cream, breadcrumbs, etc. These items are so small, so I store it in this drawer so it's easily visible whenever I want it. Otherwise, it'll get lost in a basket if I tuck it away somewhere in the cabinet. So here I have a bird's eye view on it, so the drawer kind of helps me with it. Coming to the cabinets above my kitchen counter, here I have stored items that I use regularly. Like on the top shelf, I have stored maida, besan, rice flour in these glass containers. Behind these glass containers are items that I don't use very frequently, like urad dal and a few sachets that we get from deliveries like oregano, some sauce packets, chili flakes, etc. And I also have a packet of barley at the back. I know they are there because there is a space and a gap between the glass jars which make things easily visible. In the second shelf, I've stored all my dals like tur dal, masoor dal, chana dal and green moong, etc. in all these lock and lock containers. They are quite nice and they are so easily stackable, which makes it easy to organize this shelf. I have labeled everything, even though they are clear containers, because using labels when organizing keeps things in order. It helps you find things quickly, and while refilling, you know which item goes into which container. The last cabinet is my breakfast cabinet. Here I have placed all the items that I use for breakfast in this cabinet. On the top shelf, I have in these lock and lock containers, I have placed breakfast cereals, sabudana, poha and peanuts. On the bottom shelf, I have placed sugar, salt, baby food, coffee and some sugar-free tablets. At the back, I've placed hot chocolate and Horlicks. We don't use this very often, so I've placed it at the back. Below this cabinet, I have this under shelf organizer where I have placed my spice box and a salt box. I have also placed a few spices in my refrigerator which I do not use very often. So that completes my pantry tour. I hope you liked this video. If this has helped you in any way, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't. I'll see you next time. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.